In this video, I'll share with you 5 incidents that have taken place in Dubai, UAE. 5 separate individuals who have shared this information, either email or WhatsApp. Their identities will be kept confidential because it's slightly illegal what they have done. And they can't even go to the police. They can't mention it on social media because anyway, it's not allowed. And the only reason for me to share it with you is so that you don't make the same mistakes that these guys have made. Like I've told you, the information in UAE or the Gulf countries is censored. They want to portray a very positive, strong image, but it is stories like these which I think are very important for expats. So if any one of you wishes to share any information with me, my email or my WhatsApp number is there. Just keep in mind that whatever you send me, I will also do my due diligence and I will choose whether it's worth speaking about it or not, and not every story or every incident I can mention online. All right, so having said this, here are the 5 examples which I thought I'd share with you in no particular order. The first one is a lady who I know. She has been, you could say, in touch with me 5 years, on and off, not regularly. She was working for a multinational company, made good money, decided to retire after her 50s, and then she decided to get into the world of investing, crypto, coaching, training, e-commerce, everything online. She wanted to try her hand in everything, and she had enough and more money. But here is where the problem takes place. When people start a business or they start something online, sometimes you can have beginner's luck. And in her case, she did get lucky because initially they were, your contacts are still there and people still, are very courteous. She also got into this, I will not give you the exact thing, into some crypto investing thing it's kind of like a multi-level marketing. If you introduce more people, you get more coins or points or whatever it is. So she roped in her family, her friends, her people that she knows. She even tried to rope me in. She offered me, she'll give me percentage of the profits or whatever if I were to broadcast it on my YouTube channel, which I totally refused. I don't do stuff like that. And I will never talk of any product or service unless I'm 100% sure, because if it turns out to be illegal or something is wrong, I can be held liable for it. Because remember, you will be the face of that product or the brand. And the laws of the country, sometimes they can really backfire, especially if you are an expat. So I had refused. She had wanted to convince me, and I still remember what she had told me. This she was telling me that her next car is going to be a Rolls Royce. Her dream was to have a Rolls Royce Maybach, have these houses in Palm Jumeirah. She really had big dreams and big visions, and she was traveling extensively to Malaysia, Singapore, all these Southeast Asia countries, Philippines, and conducting seminars and roping in more people. That multi-level marketing stuff, the way it works. Now here is where the problem lies. I'm making it very simple, like as if I was talking to a small child. This is how I would say it. What these crypto or multi-level marketing companies do is they sell you a dream. They tell you, invest 1, I'll give you 2. Then you invest 2, they give you 4. So they make you kind of believe that, wow, I'm really doing it. Wow, I'm really becoming rich. And all the while, the money that you see, unless the money is in your hand, all you're looking at is the score or the digital numbers online. It's like playing a video game online and you see a lot of money. That's not real money. That is just, digital. It's like just a score. So she was looking at all these numbers on the screen and she obviously thought she was making a lot of money, until one day it all came crashing down. And now the problem is she owes her friends, she owes her relatives, all the people that she went from Philippines to whichever country, wherever, maybe Thailand, maybe Bali, maybe whichever country that she went to, even India. Now they are all calling her up and they want her money. In fact, she's getting death threats. And the worst part is, in India, where she comes from, a lot of people know her and they are actually waiting for her to come down. They have threatened her parents, her relatives. It's a mess. And she did get in touch with me. Once shit hits the ceiling, that's only when they get in touch with me, when they know there's no other solution. And I told her, see, my dear, I can't help you. Like, what do you want me to do? One more thing which I want to tell you is she even took credit cards. She took bank loans. She convinced her relatives to borrow money. And she took money, especially from loan sharks, which you should never do. And now her life is a mess. She has no peace of mind. She can't even literally appear on social media. She had to shut down all her social media, Instagram, Facebook, everything, because now they're trying to locate her and she is in hiding. Now, does she run away from UAE? Then she has to go back to India. And if she goes back to India, she is going to be dead. Now she can't leave UAE because she has borrowed money, and now she's nearing her 60s. What does she do now? She was in really bad shape. I told her, I'm sorry, I can't do anything. I was very honest with her, and she even asked me, do you know any job that I can take? For a woman, that too at the age of 60, no. The problem is she got carried away, and I told her, I think you are addicted to this kind of gambling, because this was nothing but gambling, and it's gone. I know there are some of you who say, oh, she didn't know what is crypto, she didn't know what is this. Baba, you're all experts until the day you lose your money, and then when you come crashing to the ground, you come to know the reality. All right, so enjoy your success as long as it lasts. And I tell people, cash in hand is king. You don't have cash, you're gone. And these digital numbers online, one day they'll vanish. The whole multi-level marketing, that company that she was associated with, has completely crashed, burned, and now they don't know who to get in touch with. All right, so that was example number one. Example number two, classic case of our Indian guy. And now, the reason why he can't go to the police, you'll come to know. The guy is Goa, Mumbai, you could say. Okay, Goa and Mumbai. Married. He has family, is kind of like a religious, known in the church, known by the community. So what is the problem? He got into a nice love affair with a Thai girl, and apparently he was so impressed with her because he had come for a holiday. She gave him great love, you know what I mean. And well, he started to give her money. See, understand this much. They make sure that they trap you through love, sex, your weakness, whatever. And she must have, that's what he said. She was in her 20s. He's in his 50s. So obviously, young girl, no, you feel like the same. Taking care of her and all your sexual fantasies and all that. So he gave her money, he took care of her, everything, he trusted her. And well, it went on until he made the major blunder that he thought you could come down here and live a double life, to which she has cheated him of his money from the bank account. I don't know what made him give her access to the bank account. He trusted her so much. He thought that she was going to marry him because she introduced him to the family and everyone else. And now the money is gone. And he found out that she has other boyfriends or sugar daddies or whatever. And she is also having a local boyfriend. And how did I come to know about this? Because he got in touch with me, because I stay in Thailand. And he's asking me, can you go and confront her and all that? I said, boss, I'm an expat. What do you want me to do? Fight with the local? And who knows what contacts and connections he has? I'm not jobless. He was like, can you, employ a detective or police? Baba, I don't want to get involved in this. I just told him, I don't want to get involved in this. My job is only to give advice, not get involved. Okay. Whatever the amount of money, this thing, I don't care. Because you just don't know who they are connected to. And he showed me the photo, he showed me this and that. I said, it's no point. You can't go to anybody. Because remember, where he is at fault is he gave it to her willingly. She didn't blackmail him. She didn't put a gun to his head. She didn't put a knife to his neck. He gave it to her willingly. And all his chats, whatever this guy shared with me, it's I love you, and so you can't even hold it against her. So I told him, you're fighting a losing battle. And the biggest one of all, which I told him, is if you do pursue legally and it goes public, your family that is there in Goa/Mumbai, the church people, the society, everyone will come to know. You'll not have any face. Your family itself will disown you. So that is why now he can't do anything about it. It's gone. And let me tell you, it's a sizable chunk, a big, huge chunk of money. If you want to know how much, approximate, I would say around $100,000. That's a big sum of money if you convert it to Indian rupees. All right, so that is number two. Number three, very rarely do I get any Pakistani who shares that he's in big trouble. This was a Pakistani guy, and the guy was based in, as you know, not Dubai. He's in the Middle East. I'll not give his exact location. He was working for a very rich Gora guy. And the reason why he got employed by him, he was working as not only a driver, more like a butler, helper, assistant. So he was all in one, and he was very good looking. And the guy knew, English. He used to have that accent, which he taught himself. And he also spoke Hindi, Urdu. So he was very helpful, and he knew Arabic also. So he was very helpful to the Gora guy. So what was the problem with this guy? Problem was he was addicted to pornography, and also sex chats. He got into this online this thing where he would have one or two girls who he was madly in love with or whatever. And apparently he shared his video feed in some really bad, compromising positions. She used to give him nice live sex shows, and he used to respond, and everything was video recorded. Little did he know, which is so very obvious, that they were busy screen recording him. And he thought that this girl he loved or whatever. Now, what is the problem? Number one, he can't go to the police because this, what he has done, is obviously not Islamic. The second big problem is, which is the biggest one, he has 2 wives in Pakistan, and he has close to 11 children, and he has to support both the wives. He has to support all the children. So he has to send all of them money. On top of that, this particular person he is having sex chat with, it turned out to be not one girl, it turned out to be, I don't know, a group or gang or whatever. They're blackmailing him. So he was sending them money every month so that they would not, reveal to his relatives' family. Why? Because he foolishly added this female to a Facebook, to his Facebook account and all that. I did give him advice what is to be done, because he can't go to the police. Apparently, he doesn't want people to know. And what is the reason he approached me was he would have continued paying the money, but it's because the Gora guy has decided to shut down the operations because of this war, everything, this issue that's happening, and he's going to lose his job. So before he loses his job, and he wants to ensure this is kept clean, which I told him is the video will always remain, the photographs will always remain. And just to share with you, he even told me, if you don't believe me, I will show you the videos. I don't want to see the videos. I mean, why the hell do I want to see all that? I said, you paid me for my advice, that's enough. I don't need to see the videos, I don't want to see the photographs. Who knows what the hell I'll be getting into. So, and I told him, you're still not learned the lesson. You're booked my service and you are ready to share those videos with me. Maybe I'll also blackmail you. When will you learn, man? It's like stupid. Yeah. Anyway, given the advice, what is to be done? Now it's up to him. But I told him there's always a possibility that your videos can get leaked online, because once you upload something online or it's shared, finished. Anyway, that is number 3. Last 2. This one is pretty short. The guy from India, he paid money to an agent who promised him a stellar job in UAE. He paid around 2 lakhs, which I will tell you, 2 lakhs Indian rupees is how many US dollars? Okay, 2 lakh Indian rupees is 2,145 US dollars. He paid him cash because he was promised him a job. It seems he had some online interviews. I told him, if you are paid money, it's all fake, it's all rigged. Yes, some actors or something were conducting these interviews. Nothing is real. And he found out the hard way. And it's only after the person has stopped responding, especially because of the war. Now, out of desperation, he got in touch with me and he didn't have money to pay me for my services. So I told him, boss, out of courtesy, I'm telling you that your money is gone. There's nothing you can do about it. He has some UAE number, this and that. I said, it's of no use at all, because you're not based in UAE. You can't take the guy to court. And even if you take the guy to court, you will end up spending more money on a court case and you're never going to get anything back. So please don't pay money for any job. There's no such thing as guaranteed job. So I told him, your money's gone. It's better you start fresh. What else to do? Okay. Last but not the least, this one is kind of silly, but I think it's very obvious. The guy paid the real estate agent for his room or accommodation or whatever. And because of the market conditions, he ended up getting, he lost his job. And the real estate agent apparently was very nice, very friendly, good friends with him. Used to talk sweetly. He had 2 months of rent, which he paid in advance, and that was a deposit. He wanted to get it back. But now, when he asked for it back, he showed him photographs of cracked wall and pipe is broken and damaged in the toilet and curtains, this and that. Small things here and there. He said, I'll repair it myself. And it hardly would cost a few hundred dirhams or something. But the guy said no, and he said, because you damaged our property, we will cancel this. Invariably, he has, just taken, he doesn't want to pay him. So he asked me whether he can take any action legally and all that. I said, boss, you're going to fight a real estate company, just for 2 months rent. You don't have a job. Just consider this, you made a mistake, and consider the money gone. So please be careful. Remember, if you give your deposit, 99.99% you'll not get it back. And especially after you lose your job, well, then they know that you're of no use to them. That is why, from being very nice to him, now he's very rude, cold, calculative, and treating him with total disrespect. Anyway, these are nothing new in UAE, especially the Middle East, but then you learn it only the tough way. So if any one of you has any such incidents, let me know if you wish for me to share. But yes, I will do my due diligence, and let me know your thoughts. What do you think? Which one among them impressed you the most or you found absolutely silly. But yeah, instead of making fun of them, give them some tips, tricks, or at least share something worthwhile. So then it will help. Having said that, this is me signing off. You guys take care, stay safe, and remember, let's hope for the war to end quickly. If it doesn't, at least take care of yourself. All right, this is me signing off. Bye bye.